You see, what they don't tell you is running a business is hard as It's scary. It's scary. Yeah. It's not like a regular job where you get an automatic paycheck every 2 weeks.
But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I have not had times where I sat there and I said, you know what, I'm about to apply for jobs because I don't feel like figuring it out.
Entrepreneurship is not easy.
Every single person that I know that's ran a successful business has thought to themselves at one point, a 9-to-5 wouldn't be that bad. They all have, and if you haven't, you have a hobby, you don't have a business, because running a business is miserable. It's terrible. It's so lonely, it's so stressful. I love it, but it's miserable. People glamorize business owners as if it's this super awesome, nice lease. It sucks. It's miserable most of the time. The times where it's good, though, it's awesome, but it sucks most of the time. At least with a 9-to-5, you're getting a paycheck no matter what. I work most of the time for free. If you run a business and you need someone to suffer with, follow me. I just started a brand new business, and I'm going to be suffering for a while.
Well, see, it all depends on what kind of business you get into. Because there's certain businesses, it's pretty smooth, it's pretty easy. But see, the problem is a lot of people, real quick, I want to give a special shout out to my subscriber. His Instagram is FathRito. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to put it on the screen. But basically, I've been telling y'all how to make money playing games on your phone. And the brother sent me some screenshots. He made $104 in earnings the other day. It looks like he right now is currently at $191. Listen, I already told you about Mandy Slim Goody T. I believe that's her Instagram. I'm gonna put her information on the screen as well. The DMs that she sent me. I told y'all people are really making money playing games on their phone. All right, people are even leaving comments and saying, "I thought this was a scam." It's not a scam, y'all. Try it out for yourself. Click the link in the description below or the link in the comment section. All right, these apps, they're literally paying people just to play games on your phone. It's extremely simple. Some of the options is even just reviewing a Netflix show, things of that nature. But just sign up, see what's available, constantly go back and just check it out because you can easily make an extra $100 just doing this or $200, depending on how much money you want to make. But y'all, try it out for yourself. These are real life people getting real life results. And if you catch yourself making money, send me your screenshots on Instagram and I'll give you a shout out next. All right, let's get back to the video. Have great ideas, but they don't have good marketing strategies. So it's like you put all this money behind equipment, you put all this money into getting certifications, but you never really focus on how to get yourself out there. Usually when I hear people say how they're gonna get themselves out there, it's usually like some outdated way. Oh, I'm gonna hand out flyers. I'm gonna walk around, give out business cards. What do you do with a flyer when somebody hands you a flyer? You probably read it for a second and you never see that flyer again. Not saying it's a bad idea, but we have to have stronger strategies when we walk into businesses. See, me, I've always been pretty good at marketing because I always had a good grasp on social media. So if I could give any advice to anybody starting a business, focus on the marketing piece. How are you going to get yourself out there? Focus on that more than you focus on your designs. More than you focus on getting the little printer. Learn Facebook ads. Learn TikTok's algorithm. TikTok's algorithm has made me a lot of money. Just understanding how that algorithm works because it spews you out to strangers. Whereas Instagram in the past used to only be to the people that follow you. And if you got a whole bunch of haters that follow you, well, you ain't gonna get no sales off of that. Your best customer are the people you don't know. Do not see it as, oh yeah, I know 50 people at my job. Oh, I know 20 people in my family that'll support. Do not look at it like that. Because as soon as you start a business, they will let you down. You want to figure out how to get your business in front of strangers. This is not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you off of experience. Failed and successes.
You see, what they don't tell you is running a business is hard as fuck. It's scary. It's scary as fuck. It's not like a regular job where you get an automatic paycheck every 2 weeks and you're fine, or you can show up and just give lackadaisical effort and still get paid. When you run your own business, nothing's for sure. Nothing's set in stone. Nothing's a given. If you don't show up and give maximum effort and deliver results, you don't get paid. That's scary, especially when you got kids, especially when you got people to take care of. This shit hard. My body hurt. My brain hurt. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. Especially being a fitness trainer. It's like, dog, you got to show up and put your body on the line day after day. Now, before y'all start talking shit, I chose this job. I enjoy this job. But we still human at the end of the day. I'm just letting you guys know, for the ones who want to start their own business, this shit tough. And unless you're ready to really sacrifice your body, sacrifice your
Like, I don't want y'all to get it twisted and think that people that don't have 9-to-5s don't have jobs. We just give ourselves a job. See, the thing about that is it sounds so good because it's like, man, you work for yourself. But nobody really talks about the mental state that you have to be in order to do this kind of stuff. Like, when I quit my job earlier last year, knowing that I have a kid on the way, granted, I had a lot of money saved up. My hustle on the side was doing really good. So I definitely planned accordingly. But I would be lying. I would be remiss if I do not tell you guys that I was nervous. Walking away from a stable check. No matter how much this dude is talking to me crazy, I know in 2 weeks, I get a check and this is how much it's gonna be. I can budget out my money because I know exactly how much I'm gonna get. Walking away from that, I gotta take care of my wife. I gotta take care of my son, and I gotta take care of my daughter, and I got a daughter on the way. And now that I'm on the other side and I don't work a 9-to-5, it's a lot of waking up, checking my numbers. How did I do? How did I perform? What's going on with my tenants? It's a constant checking. How are we doing? Are we still above water? Do we need to double down? Is there something I need to change? And with YouTube, it gets really tricky because the algorithm has a strong effect on what it thinks people wants to see. So you're constantly playing into the algorithm and into the audience while still giving some type of purpose and life to the videos. That's original. Because I don't want to be out here just repeating what other people are saying just to get $1. So what wins for me is the transparency. And I love that I could just be me. But this is why I say people need to have clear understandings on themselves before they say, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur. Do you have the qualities to be an entrepreneur is the question. Can you wake up when you don't have to wake up? Hear me out. I woke up at about 11:30 today. Yesterday, I woke up at 5 in the morning. Because I decided, both of those times were times that I decided. Now, what I do when I wake up is up to me. I need to have some type of discipline to actually go get it during the day. Even when nobody's on my back telling me to do it. See, and that's the thing. A lot of people, you actually need somebody to tell you to do something. If not, you'll be lazy. If not, you F off your money. Some people need to penny pinch because if you just so happen to have extra money, you might fall into a vice. You might fall in some type of addiction. You need to make sure that you have the characteristics to manage your time, to manage your money, to not be easily influenced because you have so much time. And the biggest thing is to be able to take losses and understand that these losses are only lessons. But the most important is to be able to motivate yourself. When there is no motivation, there's nobody doing this with you or anything like that. The money may not be going crazy, but you're trying to get it there. You have to have that self-motivation to just get up and just do it, even when it seems like it's not working. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Supreme. Supreme started a YouTube channel, and I want to say about, a couple of months ago or whatever, and he really started posting. Y'all go follow my boy, The Deep Conversation Podcast. He's almost at 100 subscribers. Y'all go find my boy. But when he first was posting, he kept getting 5 views, 10 views, 5 views. Recently, it's starting to pick up 200 views, 500 views, 1,000 views. But there were times when he was like, bro, this is only getting five views. I'm going to have to do something else. I'm taking too much time. I had to explain to him, this is how the game goes. This is exactly how the game goes. You have to stay down for the come up. Because once you're up, you're up. Once you got your people, you got your people. So in whatever business you go through, you have to understand there is going to be a down period. And the down period is usually in the beginning where you take the biggest losses. And then there's going to come another down period. Train your mind to be prepared for these things. Set money to aside. And last but not least, stay true to you. Don't just do something because it makes money. Me making videos, it flows for me. Now, I mean, this is something I genuinely like to do. I like to talk to people. I like to motivate people. I like to inspire people. I like to learn. You know what I mean? So this is very easy for me. Do something that is true to you.
Yeah, so I was on Instagram. I don't even know why I still be on Instagram for real. But this girl posted how she gave up entrepreneurship after 7 years. It looked like she owned a beauty supply store. So I'm looking at the comments, and the comments like, oh, you're not a boss. Oh, just because you
Folks be
just
hating.
because it didn't work out for you, don't mean you gotta put down other people. First of all, her video was not putting down other people. This is the thing about entrepreneurship that people do not get to see. Yeah. Entrepreneurship is mentally, physically and emotionally fucking draining, y'all. It is. We have ups and downs. And me as an entrepreneur, I can only speak for myself. 60% of the time I'm sad, 20% I'm happy, 10% I'm okay, and the other 10% I just really don't know. I think those percentages add up. But the other 10% I don't be knowing. I'm like, is it gonna go good? Is it, like, what's going on? Like, is it gonna stay this way or not? Y'all, being an entrepreneur is not easy. And I'm looking at this girl post. She has a store. So she has a brick and mortar. That's one of the hardest businesses to own, is a brick and mortar with inventory. Okay? So when you're seeing these people videos and they're saying that,
I'm gonna be real with y'all, in 2025, I would not get a brick and mortar, even though that's how we grew up. We grew up people walking up to stores and people buying from stores. One, people don't even buy like that no more. Like, a lot of people are not going to stores to go buy something unless it's groceries. At least that's how I live my life. That's how my wife lives. If when it's time for us to get some clothes, we usually order online, or if I just need something quick, then I'll go to the store. But for the most part, I'm not really like window shopping and walking in stores and buying. That's just not how I buy. The part that sucks about having a brick and mortar, which is having an actual like location, you have to pay rent on that location. So your overhead, your monthly cost to have that business is very expensive versus you just having an online business. Like my mom, she had a clothing company a couple of years back, and her clothing company was doing really good. The mall started doing some weird, funny stuff. She had to move out of the mall. She didn't really have her website set up at the time of having the store in the mall, so she couldn't tell people, okay, if I'm never here, just go to my website. So right now, she's still working on getting all her customers. The reason why I tell y'all that, when you have a social media following, let's just say on Instagram or TikTok, that is a free audience. That is free traffic. It is free for people to pull up to your store if they're just pulling up to the website. Versus you having a brick and mortar and sales are low. Because if the rent in that location is $3,000, you're waiting to get to $3,000 so you could break even, pay off the rent, and then make some profit off of the products that you're selling. That's a lot of items you have to sell in that month. Or you got to mark up your prices crazy. Versus just having a free store online. I mean, it might be like $30 a month on Shopify. Then figuring out a way to get traffic for either free, by understanding the algorithms, or using ads. But either way, you can build your audience. You can actually hold your audience rather than your audience is based off of you being in that location. Does that make sense? That's why I'm not personally all for the brick and mortar stuff. Now, if your website is just popping, you are just viral, and you post you're gonna have a store opening and you get mad hits that people are excited, then okay, boom. But you want to rely on, in my opinion, you want to rely on the online sales, because with business, there's hills and valleys. And if you have a rent to pay, you still have to pay that rent.
Hey, I left entrepreneurship. Number one, you can be an entrepreneur and you can work a W-2 job.
Facts.
I'm going to speak for myself when I say this.
That's what I did.
I have not worked for anybody in 15 years. And I told myself when I left my job that I was never going back to work. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I have not had times where I sat there and I said, you know what, I'm about to apply for jobs. Because I don't feel like figuring it out. I don't feel like hoping for the best. I don't feel like putting in 1,000,000% only to get back 1%. Like, sometimes we are overextended. Sometimes we are really mentally fucking drained and tired. So when you see an entrepreneur saying that they went back to their 9 to 5, don't look at it as them downplaying being an entrepreneur. They're telling you what the reality of it is. When you work a 9 to 5, like, we know that people can be laid off. We know that nothing is sure, right? But realistically, reality or whatever, I know I'm going to get paid on the 1st and 15th. I have peace of mind or whatever. Because I know that no matter what effort I put in, I get paid on the 1st and the 15th, no matter what I do.
I guess for me, the whole 1st and the 15th thing, the reason why I had to get out of it is because, I could get this $2,500 on the 15th. Okay, that's cool. But I know if I have more time, instead of spending my 8 hours here, if I have more time, I could change that $2,500 every 2 weeks to $5,000 every 2 weeks if I'm doing it on my own. I grew what I had going on while I had my job. I saved up a good amount of money. And that's another thing. When you have a business, you need to save for those rainy days. I got a message yesterday from a tenant, from my property managers, from a tenant, saying that the refrigerator is not working. I got to go on Lowe's, have somebody go pick it up and go deliver that refrigerator. Spending all of my profit, those type of incidences can easily set me back if I don't prepare for those moments. Being that entrepreneurship is so up and down, you need to be saving way more than you're spending. because when those rainy days hit, you need to be prepared. I've experienced this. So right now, I save way more than anything. High yield savings account and make that interest.
I just got to show up. That's peace of mind, y'all. It's like sometimes I do want to just show up, be given a list of shit to do and get that shit done, and know on Friday I get paid. Sometimes I don't want to have to figure it out. But that's just me speaking for myself, because I know a lot of y'all can go in here and fake like, oh, I don't never feel like that. I don't never. No, if you a true business owner, if you are a true entrepreneur, we have our ups and downs, and we have our moments where we be like, look, like getting a W-2 don't sound too bad right now.
Yeah, getting that guaranteed check is a blessing. Like, to know exactly how much you're gonna make, it is a blessing. I just can't deal with people talking to me crazy, the politics that go on at jobs, the fact that somebody could just let me go whenever they want, and I'm given 8 hours a day of my life, and the only thing I have to look forward to is the weekend. I just did not like living like that. Because when I broke it down to myself, I'm like, all right, let me just think about it from a family man perspective. I get to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I get off of work at 4 o'clock. I'm in traffic for at least an hour, so I get home at maybe 5:30. By the time I get home, I'm mad tired, so now I'm quick talking to kids and everything. I also got to settle myself down, take a shower, eat dinner. By the time all of that is over, it's about 8 o'clock. I still got to find some time to work out. And if I want to wake up on time for work, I got to at least go to sleep by 10. My whole day was really given to work. When I did that math, I'm like, dang, okay, yeah, that's something I'm doing right now. Is that something I'm always going to want to do? This is the breakdown of my life. I'm too tired to really talk to my wife. I'm too tired to really deal with my kids. I always have to ask for me to be able to get off early so I could go to my daughter's show. So for that, I tell y'all all the time, instead of me working those 8 hours, I would work 9 hours. That last hour would be towards whatever thing I was working on the side to get me out of doing that job. And for me, I was trying a whole bunch of things. This is why I could rap about so many different things: photography, drop shipping, making t-shirts, vending machine, ATM, Airbnb, Turo, TikTok shop, Instagram, YouTube. I tried a lot of things because I knew I needed to get myself out of here. Because I knew one day that extra hour that I was working would get me out of doing the other 8 hours.
I had to do a video about this girl right here. So basically, she's saying she quit her job because it's not enough money and her rent's late based on how her checks fall, which is fine. So she's gonna go do DoorDash, whatever, to make up the difference. That's cool. But this comment on this video blew my mind. This girl right here said, I just quit my job today. I was so burnt out. I woke up crying. I can't do it no more. Pray for me. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is not easy at all. I don't care what school you go to. You can have a business degree. It does not teach you how to be an entrepreneur. If you couldn't handle the guaranteed money at your job, entrepreneurship is not going to be for you. I've done it. I've definitely done it. I worked multiple jobs, whether it was selling online, drop shipping when that was popular, working part-time jobs, going to events, connections, selling shit to people in person, investing,
Not easy.
Day trading. This is a 1099 form. In January, I only made $1,700, and then February I made $26. But then
And then people even say like, oh, you know, I want to own properties and I want to own real estate and I want to be a landlord and all of this. There is a lot that comes with that too. You have a lot of contractors that will BS you. You will pay them money and they will take their time to finish. You will pay them money and you figure out, yo, why is this doorknob on backwards? And now they're not answering the phone.
it clicked to me on how to engage with people. So I started making $6,000, $7,000, same year, $5,000 to basically $7,000. So I was making anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a month. What that doesn't show is cash and my day trades and all that stuff that I was doing on Coinbase and Robinhood and all that shit. But those were monthly. There were some weeks I didn't get paid. I was clearing like $93,000, like $110 after taxes. But the thing is, I was working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and sometimes I didn't even get paid that week. When the money comes in, it's good. And then you think because you have a $10,000 month, you go spend it and do your thing. Then the next month, you only make $1,500.
Yeah.
People be regretting spending money the month before. And if you can't budget guaranteed money, then entrepreneurship is not for you. When I met my wife, she saw the money was coming in, but she told me before I married her, I need to go get a stable job and have stable income that we can actually rely on and budget every single month. And then now I can pick that stuff back up on the side now. But entrepreneurship is not easy.
It's not easy at all. It's so funny because you'll hear a lot of people say this. As an entrepreneur, you stop working an 8-hour job just to get a 24-hour job. I'll just use YouTube as an example. I spent a lot of times trying to figure out my next topic, my next video, maybe my algorithm giving me the video, maybe one of y'all sent me a video, editing my videos, posting the videos, thinking about what I want to say in the video, creating the thumbnail for the video. I do all of this stuff myself. Do I enjoy it? Definitely. That's why I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm sitting here for 8 hours. My day can start out at 8 o'clock where I create a video, post it at 12, post another video at 2, post another video at 7. But the fire part about being an entrepreneur is that we kind of control how the numbers go. And it's all about what we input. Thing about a job is you only get paid what they're allowing you to get paid and how much they want you to get paid. You cannot surpass your boss. As an entrepreneur, we all know we can work a little bit harder. We may have to spend and risk some more money, but the number that we're trying to get is obtainable. And that's why I personally love being an entrepreneur, because I know these crazy numbers that people see on paper. Nah, that's gonna be pretty hard. I gotta go get a degree for that, or I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. I know just working hard in my field can get me there. And that's the part I love about being an entrepreneur versus having to ask somebody. Now, I'm not knocking a 9-to-5 because entrepreneurship is not for everybody. If you did not get anything from this video, it is not for everybody. But this is why I love being an entrepreneur. But I don't want y'all to think it is sweet. It is not sweet. There's some days that you look at the numbers and be like, damn, am I on a decline? Damn, like, Am I losing my juice? But you gotta find some type of motivation to be like, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing it until we pick back up. Not everybody can do that. Some people be like, yeah, this is not for me. I'm walking away. It just stopped working. Yeah, it stopped working, but it was gonna pick back up. That's how anything goes, you know. But anyways, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff. If you want to make some extra money just playing games on your phone, these apps, they're literally paying people just to play games on your phone. It's crazy every time I think about it, all right? So try it out. See if it's for you. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If you catch yourself making money, make your money. Until next time, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. I'm out of here, man. Peace. Woo.